So hi and welcome to this session here on the basics of working with Caspio. I'm going to be logging into Caspio. Most of you would have created your account and have access to that already. And so once you successfully log in to Caspio, then you are brought to a screen that looks similar to the one that is displayed here. And so I have multiple accounts. And so for those of you that have not created an actual account or you have not created a new application, then you are brought to a screen that looks more like this one here. And so here you will see demo application that comes with Caspio. And then you also will see the new tab there, which allows you to create a new tab. Most of the application we start with is going to be blank. And so we start with a blank. We give our application a name. And so I might want this to be student registration system and finish. So I now have an application referred to as student registration system. So if I open this, it takes me to the edit view. And this is where I get to create my tables and create my forms and eventually create my queries and report for my database management system. And so we want to first start with the table tab there. And so remember that tables are the foundation to our database management system. And based on the accuracy and effectiveness of the tables created, then that is how accurate and how effective the retrieval of information from the database is going to be. And so we want to click on the tab there for table. You notice that there's a change in the view here or a change in the interface. And so here you have two tabs at the top. We're going to just jump right into creating a new table. And so again, if this is a student registration system, then one of the tables that we would probably want to have is a table to register students. Then we would want to be collecting those information as it relates to a student. Those individual data that as it relates to our students, we refer to them as the field names, right? And so we are going to be entering those field names. And so students will have ID. We tend to want to collect students' last name, students' first name. We might also want to collect students' date of birth, maybe students' address, and let's say students' phone number, and in some case, students' contact, students' email. And again, more than likely, we're going to be using numbers from parents and emails from parents here. And so I am now going to be saving this. We had spoken about primary keys in the beginning. Primary keys are normally unique. There's normally only one specific number that would be attached to a unique record. So I'm going to indicate that as being unique. I am going to save this. And so at this point, I am giving a name to my table. So this is going to be student table. I am finished with the creating of this table. Of course, there are more field names or more attributes that could be added to this table, but for this example, I'm just going to keep it basic. And so once I would go ahead and open this table here, we have it in a tabular format. And so we have our field names that were created in design view. And so I am also able to insert data into this. And so I might want to say the first number for my student is going to be 01. And I can maybe include a name, a last name there. So let's say that's John. And maybe John was born January the 3rd, the 4th. Um, again, these are just sample data. We want to make them as accurate as possible without stressing too much. Um, Address, let's say Nazareth. Um, and then let's say um, in the past at mail.com. Right, and so we have sample data here. And so we now have a record in our table, and so we have our individual data here. And so if we look at this horizontally, then what we have is a record. If we look at it vertically, and you will notice that the data within each field are normally similar type. And so you would have all date in here, more than likely you would have all phone numbers under where it says student number, etc. And so this becomes the basic of creating a table. To enter data into your table, it's normally done via a form. And so most of the time, it's only the designer or the administrator of these database systems that will have access to the table view and the table of our database. And so most ordinary users or common users will be using a form. And so we want to look quickly at the process of creating a form using Caspio. And so we have another tab above table, and this is the data page. And so data page, if we click on data page, then we are then given another view similar to that of table. However, this one says new data page. And so if we click on new data page, then you notice that the interface is changed again. And so we are taken to the form view or the form wizard. And so most forms that will be created at this segment here are going to be submission form. And so if we click on the submission form tab, and then next, we are taken through the process of creating our form. At this point where it says data page properties, we want to ensure that the form being created would be for the table that you had previously created. And so we have just created the student table. And so I make sure that is selected. The language, again, for some reason it tends to default at Spanish, but we want that to be English. Here you can give your form a name. And so I can name this student registration form. And you have a few options here as far as style. And so once I've selected those, I'm happy with what were selected there. I could do next. I am now going to be clicking the double arrow, and the double arrow takes over all the elements on this side, on the left-hand side where it says available fields. And so I am clicking that, and I can continue going through the process of clicking next and next, but by default, most of what I need for this particular example would have already been selected. So I'm just going to be clicking finish. And then when I go to preview, then I will now see a view of my submission form. And so I am able to include another student into my table simply by putting the information here in the form. And so maybe the last name for this student is going to be, let's say, Pinello, Jose, 13th of November 2004, 5 came out. Let's say Punta Gorda, jpinello@yahoo.com. And so I have now entered data, and I'm entering data into my table via the form. And so when I do submit, then it gives me your submission was successful feature there. And so all right, so if I went ahead and checked my table here, then what I should now have is two records in my table. And so the first one, we did that directly from the table view. And then the second one, we went ahead and inserted this record via the form. And so we have verified that our form is working and that it is linked to our table. And so I am going to stop there for now. This becomes the basic of working with Caspio, creating table and also creating a basic form.